Good morning, students. Today the new topic is there for you people, and the same chapter is going on, business finance. So again I am recalling the definition of business finance. Business finance is an important term utilized by the company to get the financial support from outside of the organization, in which the company can generally get the fund from outsiders as well as from the insiders of the organization to fulfill the working capital as well as the fixed capital requirement of the business. As we know that some type of fixed capital requirement of the business take place to purchase fixed assets for the company, like to purchase assets, purchase land, construct building and purchase machinery. If these type of requirements are taking place in the organization, then it will come under the fixed capital requirement. Whereas if daily needs take place in the organization, then it will come under the working capital requirements, like to give wages to the worker and also to purchase raw material for the production of goods in the organization. So the business finance concept of business finance related to fulfill the working capital and fixed capital requirement of the organization, and it is very essential for every organization to create the availability of fund for performing the different activities of the business. So people, we discuss about the long-term financial requirements. Now some of the short-term financial requirements are also there, which is very helpful to fulfill the working capital requirement of the organization, in which the main today's topic is public deposit. Public deposit is the simplest form of short-term financing, in which the company can give the advertisement in the newspaper to get the financial support from the general public. Generally, it is a type of document which is issued by the reputed company only, which have the goodwill in the eyes of the customer. Because public deposit are the unsecured promissory note. That means the company do not promise the investors that the money will be refunded to them or not. If the company get profit, then only the principal amount and the dividend should be given to the investors. Whereas if the company is unable to get profit, then the dividend will not be given to the investor. That is why it is an unsecured promissory note which can be issued by the company for a period of 6 months to 3 years. That is why I told you people, this document can be issued by the reputed company which have the goodwill in the eyes of the customer. And we can also say that it can be issued by the companies those are running their business from a long period of time. So ultimately it has the goodwill in the eyes of the customer, and every customer wants to invest his money in that type of company only. That is why public deposit is an unsecured promissory note issued by the company for a period of 6 months to 3 years. So student, this is the definition, this is the meaning of public deposit. Now we should come to the points, merits of the public deposit. The first one is simplicity. The first merit of public deposit is simplicity, because it is very simple to issue the public deposit in the economy. Because for issuing the public deposit, the company do not need to issue any of prospectus of any special document to get the money from the public. It can be simply given in the newspaper, and whoever customer want to invest their money, he can easily fill that particular form and invest their money in that particular business. That is why it is a very simple form to get the fund from the general public. Another one is economical. It is very economical because it is simply issued by the company in the newspaper, and for issuing that particular document, company do not require to do the advertisement, company do not require to hire any of celebrity to promote the company. They can simply give the advertisement in the newspaper and get the fund from the general public. That is why it is a very economical source of financing. As we know that if a company is going to issue any type of shares, then they have to do a lot of investment for that. They have to meet flotation cost by issuing a lot of money over there. But if the company is going to issue the public deposit, then there is no need to invest money for that particular purpose. They can simply give the what we call notice in the newspaper and get the fund from the general public. That is why it is a very economical source of financing. The another one is no charge on assets. As we know that the public deposit cannot charge over the assets of the company, because it totally depends upon the willingness of of the investors whether they want to purchase this public deposit from the company or not, because it is unsecured promissory note, so that the company do not give the chance to the investors to charge over the assets of the company. If they want to purchase, they can purchase. The company do not force any of investors to purchase. That is why it is very different from the debentures. In debentures, the investors can get the chance to charge over the assets of the company, but in public deposit, the company is not providing the chance to the investor to charge over the assets of the company. The another one is flexible. Public deposit is a very flexible source of finance, because sometimes the company can issue more public deposit as per the requirement, as per the financial requirement, whereas sometimes the company can issue very less public deposit among the general public as per the requirement of the company. At the time of boom or more requirement, the company can issue more public deposit among the general public, whereas at the time of less demand, the company can not or can issue less public deposit among the general public. That is why flexibility is also present in the case of public deposit, and it is quite different from the other sources of business finance. The another one is trading on equity. As I told you earlier, the interest rate over the public deposit, the dividend rate over the public deposit is fixed. It is not fluctuating. If company has decided to give 10% over the public deposit, 10% dividend over the public deposit, that means the company has to give 10% only. If the company gets profit from the economy, if the company is not getting profit, then ultimately they deny to give dividend. But when the company is getting profit, then they have to provide fixed rate of dividend to the public deposit holder. Whereas the dividend on equity shares are quite different. It is fluctuating as per the earning of the company. So that we can say, if company is providing fixed rate of dividend to the public deposit holders, then ultimately the company can give more dividend to the equity shareholders if the company is earning more. That is why it promotes the trading on equity. It insists the investors to do more and more investment over the equity or preference shares. The another one is no dilution of control. As I told you earlier also, that public deposit holder do not get the chance to participate in the business activities of the organization. They can simply invest their money in the business and get the dividend from it. They do not get the chance to participate. All the control will be lies in the hand of the equity shareholder or the owner of the firm, but public deposit holder do not get the chance to participate in the business activities. That is why it is a main source which is utilized by the company, in which the company get the financial support but do not provide the right to control any of activity of the business. That is why it is also considered as a merit of public deposit. The another one is wider choice. Wide contact, in which the company can contact lot of investors who are willing to invest their money in that particular company, because if a company have a goodwill in the eyes of the customer, then every customer want to invest their money to get more and more financial support from the company. Like many companies are present in our economy. Those are issuing their public deposit and attracting large number of investors towards the company. And investors also want to invest because they know that they will get assured dividend from that particular company. Like we can take the example of Tata Motors and Reliance India Limited. Those are issuing their public deposit to the general public and providing maximum return to them, and they are trying to satisfy them by giving lot of dividend to them. That is why it is very important now. So students, it is all about the importance and merits of public deposit. So today it's enough for today with importance and merits of public deposit, and tomorrow I'll explain the demerits and limitations of public deposit with you. So you should go through it. I will send you notes also. So you should go through it from the notes, and you should go through from the NCERT book also. Then only you will get it properly. Or if you have any problem, you can see the video again to clarify your problems. So stay home, stay safe. Thank you.